The shadowing technique is one of the fastest ways to sound natural in English. And today, this session will guide you step by step so you can practice like a real native speaker and feel confident every single day you speak. Shadowing means listening to English and speaking at the same time without stopping. And this simple method can transform your pronunciation, your rhythm, and your speaking speed. I am Sophia from English Vision, the podcast, and together we will train your mouth muscles, your listening ability, and your speaking flow using real sentences you can use in daily life. Before we start shadowing, relax your shoulders, breathe slowly, and get ready to follow my voice with focus and confidence. Shadowing works best when you don't stop to think, when you don't pause to translate, and when you allow your tongue to copy the sound immediately like an echo. At first, it may feel difficult, your brain might feel tired, and your mouth might feel slow, but after a few minutes, you will notice your speech becoming smoother and clearer and more natural. We will start with simple shadowing sentences, then move to longer practice, and finally, we will do a real conversation-style shadowing challenge. Repeat after my voice as closely as you can, and don't worry about mistakes, because shadowing is all about flow, not perfection. Here is your first shadowing line. I speak English every day to improve my confidence. Again, I speak English every day to improve my confidence. Feel how your tongue moves, how your lips shape the sounds, and how your voice matches the rhythm. Next line, I learn faster when I practice without fear. Again, I learn faster when I practice without fear. Shadowing trains your ear, your voice, and your brain to move together, helping you sound natural even if you are a beginner. Now shadow this next line. My pronunciation gets better every time I repeat. Again, my pronunciation gets better every time I repeat. You are doing powerful work already because every second of shadowing builds fluency. Next practice line. I can speak clearly when I follow the rhythm. Once more, I can speak clearly when I follow the rhythm. Rhythm is the heart of native English, and shadowing helps you hear the beat of every sentence. Now we move into connected speech, where words join together naturally. Shadow this. I'm gonna practice English today. And again, I'm gonna practice English today. Feel how the sounds connect quickly and smoothly without hard stops. Shadowing these natural forms will make you sound less robotic and more conversational, even in everyday situations. Now try this line. I want to speak with confidence in every conversation. Again, I want to speak with confidence in every conversation. Your voice is developing flow, and your mind is learning the natural rhythm of spoken English. The shadowing technique becomes more powerful when your mind relaxes, and your voice follows the sound without hesitation, because this is the moment your fluency begins to grow. Your brain loves patterns, and English rhythm is a pattern you can train like music, and shadowing is your instrument. As you echo each sentence, you build automatic reactions, and these reactions allow words to flow out smoothly. Another practice line for deeper rhythm shaping. I hear the words, and my voice follows instantly. Repeat again. I hear the words, and my voice follows instantly. Feel the quick movement of the phrase, because this is how native speakers connect ideas in real conversations. Next shadowing line. I stay focused on the sound, not on the mistakes. Again, I stay focused on the sound, not on the mistakes. This mindset is essential because shadowing rewards consistency, not perfection. Your progress grows every time you imitate the rhythm, the melody, and the stress patterns of natural English. Shadow this new sentence. I train my mouth to move quickly and smoothly. And again, I train my mouth to move quickly and smoothly. Your speaking muscles adapt, and the more you repeat, the more your pronunciation becomes automatic. Another shadowing line to build natural flow. I feel more confident each time I speak out loud. Repeat again. I feel more confident each time I speak out loud. Confidence grows from action, and you are building that action with every echo. Next phrase. My English sounds better when I follow natural rhythm. Once more. My English sounds better when I follow natural rhythm. Notice the rising and falling of the voice, because English is not spoken in flat tones, and shadowing teaches this musical movement naturally. Shadow this line. I copy the tone and my speech becomes smoother. Repeat again. I copy the tone and my speech becomes smoother. Tone is one of the strongest signals of native-like speech, and training with shadowing gives your voice a natural style. Next practice sentence. I learn to think in English when I follow the sound quickly. Repeat again. I learn to think in English when I follow the sound quickly. Thinking in English begins when you stop translating, and shadowing empties the gap between hearing and speaking. Another line for deeper training. My fluency improves when I state in the rhythm of the speaker. Repeat one more time. My fluency improves when I stay in the rhythm of the speaker. Your ear and mouth are building a connection that allows English to move naturally through your voice. Next sentence. I react to the sound instantly and my words flow better. Repeat again. I react to the sound instantly and my words flow better. The ability to respond without delay is what separates learners from fluent speakers, and shadowing helps you build that ability sooner. Shadow this. I trust my voice and I follow the rhythm with confidence. Repeat again. I trust my voice and I follow the rhythm with confidence. Your fluency is growing line by line, sound by sound, and rhythm by rhythm. Every sound you copy brings you closer to natural English, and every sentence you shadow strengthens your speaking foundation because your brain learns through repetition and rhythm. Shadowing is like language exercise, and just like physical training, your fluency grows with practice. Here is a new shadowing line. I speak with courage even when the words feel new. Repeat again. I speak with courage even when the words feel new. Courage helps your voice grow stronger, and shadowing builds that strength naturally. Next sentence to train flow. I follow the sound and the rhythm leads my voice. Repeat again. I follow the sound and the rhythm leads my voice. Your voice becomes more flexible and your tongue begins to move with ease because shadowing teaches smooth motion. Another practice line. I improve a little more every time I echo English. Repeat again. I improve a little more every time I echo English. Small improvements build strong fluency, and you are building it step by step. Shadow this next line. I focus on rhythm first, and clarity follows naturally. Repeat one more time. I focus on rhythm first, and clarity follows naturally. English becomes easier when rhythm leads the way, because rhythm organizes your speech, and shadowing shapes that rhythm. Another training sentence. I let the English flow without stopping to think. Repeat again. I let the English flow without stopping to think. Thinking less allows speaking more, and shadowing encourages instant expression. Next line for deeper fluency. I hear the pattern and I match it with my voice. Repeat again. I hear the pattern and I match it with my voice. Patterns are the secret to natural speech, and shadowing helps you absorb them faster. Here is the next shadowing phrase. I grow more fluent each time I practice with intention. Repeat again. I grow more fluent each time I practice with intention. Intention gives power to practice, and your voice becomes stronger with mindful repetition. Another training line: I shape every sound with care and confidence. Repeat again. I shape every sound with care and confidence. Your pronunciation becomes clearer and your speech becomes smoother because you are training with purpose. Shadow this next line. I allow my voice to move freely through each sentence. Repeat once more. I allow my voice to move freely through each sentence. Freedom in speech comes from comfort, and shadowing builds that comfort one echo at a time. Next shadowing sentence. I speak with steady rhythm and my confidence rises. Repeat again. I speak with steady rhythm and my confidence rises. Confidence rises when rhythm supports your voice, and your practice today strengthens that foundation. Here is another fluency building line. I stay connected to the sound and my English becomes natural. Repeat once again. I stay connected to the sound and my English becomes natural. Natural speech grows from connection, and shadowing creates that connection every moment you practice. Shadowing becomes stronger when you focus on the feeling of the language, because English has a rhythm that guides your voice like waves, and your job is to ride those waves with confidence. Your mouth learns new movements, your ears recognize familiar patterns, and your speech grows smoother with each repetition. Here is your next training line. I let English flow through me with steady rhythm. Repeat again. I let English flow through me with steady rhythm. Flow creates fluency, and every sentence you shadow builds that flowing motion. Next line for deeper connection to natural sound. I follow the speaker's melody and my voice becomes flexible. Repeat again. I follow the speaker's melody and my voice becomes flexible. Flexibility makes your speech dynamic, and shadowing teaches that movement naturally. Another practice line. I hear the stress in each word and I mirror it immediately. Repeat again. I hear the stress in each word and I mirror it immediately. Stress patterns shape English meaning, and mastering them helps you sound clear and confident. Next shadowing sentence. I build fluency by staying in rhythm with every sound. Repeat again. I build fluency by staying in rhythm with every sound. Every sound matters, and your voice is learning how to connect them like a native speaker. Another line to strengthen speaking flow. I react to English instantly, and my speech becomes faster. Repeat again. I react to English instantly, and my speech becomes faster. Speed comes naturally when hesitation disappears, and hesitation disappears through shadowing practice. Next line. I move from one word to the next with smooth transitions. Repeat again. I move from one word to the next with smooth transitions. Transitions create flow, and your fluency grows when transitions become automatic. Another shadowing sentence. I focus on the movement of English and my voice adjusts easily. Repeat again. I focus on the movement of English and my voice adjusts easily. Your voice is learning to adapt, and adaptation builds strong communication skills. Next practice line. I feel the natural beat of English with every sentence I repeat. Repeat again. I feel the natural beat of English with every sentence I repeat. The beat of English is the secret to fluent speech, and shadowing helps you internalize that beat effortlessly. Another rhythm-building line. I match the speaker's speed and my voice becomes more confident. Repeat again. I match the speaker's speed and my voice becomes more confident. Confidence increases when your voice moves in sync with the language, and your shadowing practice creates that synchronicity. Next shadowing sentence. I shape each sound carefully and the words come out naturally. Repeat again. I shape each sound carefully and the words come out naturally. Clarity comes from careful shaping, and your practice today builds that clarity one phrase at a time. Here is another fluency building line. I trust the process and my English becomes stronger. Repeat again. I trust the process and my English becomes stronger. Growth happens when trust meets repetition, and you are giving your voice both. Shadowing becomes even more effective when your focus sharpens, because clear attention helps your mouth follow every detail of the sound, and every detail brings you closer to natural fluency. Your voice grows stronger with every echo, and your confidence rises as you copy each rhythm, because your brain is building patterns that stay with you. Here is your next training line. I train my ear to recognize natural English flow. Repeat again. I train my ear to recognize natural English flow. Your ear becomes sharper, and this sharpness helps you speak more clearly. Next shadowing sentence. I follow the emotion in the voice, and my speech sounds alive. Repeat again. I follow the emotion in the voice, and my speech sounds alive. Emotion adds power to communication, and shadowing teaches you how to add that power naturally. Another fluency building line. I stay relaxed, and my words flow more smoothly. Repeat again. I stay relaxed, and my words flow more smoothly. Relaxation reduces tension, and tension slows down speech, so shadowing helps you release that tension. Next practice line. I connect every word with the next, and my rhythm becomes steady. Repeat again. I connect every word with the next, and my rhythm becomes steady. Steady rhythm creates natural conversation flow, and your voice is learning that steady movement. Here is another training sentence. I copy the speaker's timing and my pronunciation improves. Repeat again. I copy the speaker's timing and my pronunciation improves. Timing shapes meaning, and strong timing makes your voice clearer. Another shadowing line. I let English guide me and I follow with confidence. Repeat again. I let English guide me and I follow with confidence. Guidance comes from the sound itself, and your voice learns through imitation. Next line to strengthen fluency. I stay committed to every sentence I repeat. Repeat once more. I stay committed to every sentence I repeat. Commitment builds strong progress, and your practice today reflects that commitment. Another training line. I blend my voice with the rhythm and speaking becomes easier. Repeat again. I blend my voice with the rhythm and speaking becomes easier. Ease comes from consistency, and consistency grows through shadowing. Next shadowing phrase. I mirror the sound quickly and my fluency grows naturally. Repeat again. I mirror the sound quickly and my fluency grows naturally. Natural fluency comes from quick reaction, and shadowing builds that reaction skill faster than most methods. Here is another line. I feel more connected to English every time I speak. Repeat again. I feel more connected to English every time I speak. Connection strengthens ability, and your ability increases with each echo you practice. Next sentence. I open my voice to the language and the words flow through me. Repeat again. I open my voice to the language and the words flow through me. Openness invites fluency, and your voice is becoming more open with every repetition. Another shadowing line. I trust the rhythm and I follow it with steady confidence. Repeat again. I trust the rhythm and I follow it with steady confidence. Confidence grows in harmony with rhythm, and your rhythm is becoming stronger every moment. Shadowing becomes even more powerful when you allow your voice to move freely, because freedom removes pressure, and pressure often stops natural speech from growing. Your English becomes smoother each time your attention stays on the sound, and your confidence grows as you hear yourself matching the rhythm, because your voice is finally learning to dance with the language. Here is a new shadowing line. I speak with flow, and my rhythm feels natural. Repeat again. I speak with flow, and my rhythm feels natural. Flow transforms your delivery, and your delivery shapes how others understand you. Next shadowing sentence. I rise with the tone, and I fall with the melody. Repeat again. I rise with the tone, and I fall with the melody. Tone brings emotion to English, and emotion makes your speech powerful. Another training line. I let each phrase glide smoothly from one to the next. Repeat again. I let each phrase glide smoothly from one to the next. Gliding makes your English feel natural, and shadowing teaches this gliding movement perfectly. Next line. I release hesitation, and I speak with steady clarity. Repeat again. I release hesitation, and I speak with steady clarity. Clarity comes when fear fades, and fear fades each time your voice follows the rhythm. Here is another fluency building sentence. I understand English better when I echo each sound clearly. Repeat again. I understand English better when I echo each sound clearly. Understanding grows through imitation, and imitation builds fluency faster than silent studying. Another shadowing phrase. I feel proud of every new sound I learn to master. Repeat again. I feel proud of every new sound I learn to master. Pride strengthens motivation, and motivation keeps you practicing even on difficult days. Next line. I breathe calmly, and English becomes easier to speak. Repeat again. I breathe calmly, and English becomes easier to speak. Breathing controls rhythm, and rhythm controls fluency. Another shadowing line for your final practice today. I grow stronger, smoother, and more confident with every sentence I shadow. Repeat again. I grow stronger, smoother, and more confident with every sentence I shadow. Your practice today shows dedication, and dedication brings real progress, because every sound you copied moved you one step closer to natural English. Shadowing has trained your rhythm, your tone, your ear, and your voice, and this training will continue to help you long after this session ends. You built fluency, you strengthened confidence, and you proved that your voice can grow with practice. This is the perfect moment to carry your new rhythm forward and trust that every day you repeat these techniques, your English will sound more natural, more smooth, and more powerful. Thank you for practicing with me, and thank you for dedicating yourself to improving your voice. End the video script and subscribe for more content. And next video coming yesterday.